It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Gabriel Davis. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jaguars and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick, instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got the first down grab and still going. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go.
A handoff for Harris, running right. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, they go with Harris. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Second down now, 7 to go. A pistol snap, Fields. Freiermuth there to bring it in. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
False start, offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Fields out of the gun. Wilson's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He'll try, and they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Even he mentioned it to us. There hasn't been much celebrating for him since last week. While other guys were taking in the win and enjoying some time to relax, he was reviewing what went wrong in that game. An interception, not finding the end zone. That's not the type of impact that usually finds you a win, and he knows he's got to do more for his team.
This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Lawrence working from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He beams one deep right side. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They motion a receiver left. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Lawrence trying again on second. This throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. The throw is caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got Harris. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Fields on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 24-yard line.
An option give here to Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Blitz coming, Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Here's Etienne on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dialing up a receiver screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. They'll start with a give to Harris. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Field throwing here. Taken in by Shaheed. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give to Harris from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's tackled for a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Fields looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Lawrence looking to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it 4th down. And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers offense headed out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 give to Harris. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 31. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31.
They go right back to ETN. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
ETN on 3rd down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. Washington on to handle this return. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the